Arnold Schwarzenegger plus Danny DeVito plus road trip equals classic comedy.
By my feet, come on. Let's go. Here. By my feet, not on my feet. Jules, thanks very much.
Sorry, Vincent.
A minor oversight there. Okay, all right, grab my hand. Go on. Ease up, tiny bit. Let the blood flow through the fingers.
I like loose.
See, come on, that's it. Relax.
I'm just
All right,
nervous.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Don't. No. Look, see what you're doing with your teeth there, Jules?
Yeah.
You're grinding them.
In this video, we're going to focus on how Twins have stood the test of time, why I still think it's great, original, and brilliant to this day. In Twins, directed by Ivan Reitmans, Arnold Schwarzenegger plays Julius, Danny DeVito plays Vincent, and they are twins who were separated at birth. They were the result of a mad experiment by scientists who took the DNA of 6 different fathers and were trying to create the perfect child. To the surprise of the scientists, the embryo is split and it results in Julius and Vincent. Vincent becomes a petty small-time criminal in Los Angeles, and Julius is raised on an island in the South Pacific by one of the scientists. Julius is eventually told about Vincent, so he heads to Los Angeles and chaos ensues as the two twins meet each other for the first time, bond, learn about themselves, learn about each other, and insanity happens. I think one of the strongest things about this is Arnold Schwarzenegger's performance. He is absolutely bloody hilarious. Arnold is so funny in this. He has that wide-eyed innocence that he had in his early career. This is like Hercules in New York done right. Because obviously we know Hercules in New York was pretty bad, but Arnold just had this wide-eyed innocence when he was younger and a certain sweetness to him. It's so crazy how this guy played the bloody Terminator. He kind of comes across like an overgrown toddler in this. Very overgrown. But he's really sweet and kind. He's a good person. And he's the kind of light that shines in the movie. It is crazy. People think Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't have any range. Watch Twins, then watch Conan, then watch The Terminator, then watch Jingle All the Way. This guy has range. Danny DeVito is such a charismatic jerk in this, he could give Bill Murray a run for his money. Bill Murray or Danny DeVito, who plays the better jerk in movies? Let me know down in the comments. He's so fast talking and charismatic in this because he's had to try and learn to fend for himself because he was brought up in an orphanage. So Vincent is kind of a tragic character in this, but he never lets anyone see his weakness. And DeVito is very funny. And there's a real chemistry as soon as Julius and Vincent meet. This movie really is about how opposites attract and how opposites can complement each other and bring out the best. And this is a movie that celebrates difference and celebrates coming together even when you think there's no connection there. Like the most opposites. Appreciating the differences in other people. The chemistry between DeVito and Schwarzenegger really shouldn't work. And again, it's another example of Schwarzenegger being a great actor. They just have it. They have that spark, they have that comic timing in spades. You know, it's hard to find that these days, and I think this is one of the reasons Twins have stood the test of time. The comedy sparkle and the genuine connection between DeVito and Schwarzenegger is really there, and it just elevates the film. It's one of the best buddy movies ever.
Sorry I tore your shirt, Vincent. I don't know what happened.
Sorry. Julius.
What?
Are you allergic to something?
No.
Why are these bumps all over your body? I mean, you're all swelled up. You look like you're ready to explode. Yeah, put this shirt on. There are women and children present. And your back. It's worse than the front. It's like North Dakota.
You're so funny, Vincent.
Just put a t-shirt in the sandwich.
Born to be bad. Yes, we are.
Ooh, you're so scary.
I know a lot of people do look at this as just a dumb movie, but one of the other reasons I think it resonates is it kind of talks about all the different kind of facets of humanity. There's ideas of strength, power, weakness, arrogance, kindness, morals. Like there's just so much about being human in Twins. Both of these men, they exhibit the opposites of the human spirit and everything that makes you human, the good and the bad, and they come together and put it all in a blender. I think this film really has a lesson that we could learn today. Nowadays, we see difference, we hate it, we want it gone. We don't want to listen to anything else that isn't our point of view. We're all in echo chambers. Whereas this is about letting the difference in and seeing that it can enrich your life, to have something in your life confront you and maybe change your opinion, or maybe just you're comfortable that someone else is different and that someone else can be someone you get on with on a humanistic level. It doesn't have to be someone you're completely the same as. And that's what another great thing about Twins, the actors are completely opposite. They're just opposite ends of the spectrum. So, you know, it's always that thing of it shouldn't work, but it does. And it really is effective at this kind of crazy, life-affirming, coming-of-age message for these two men. And for all of us, that you can find happiness in the most unlikely of places and the most unlikely of people, so don't shut yourself off. It's, you know, it's a road trip, so it's them going across the country, getting into trouble. And I love these kind of movies, guys. I just love it. I love the idea of these misfits travelling across country, getting into trouble. There's a real kind of energetic spirit to this film, and I feel like the 80s and 90s had these road trip movies. For example, Dumb and Dumber's another one, where just that innocent spirit of escapism runs throughout, and unpredictability. You never know what's going to happen, and these characters are always going to be alright, and they're going to find themselves, and they're going to have fun, and it's going to be out of control and wild and slapstick. I love that. I want that kind of movie back, guys. There are some hilarious moments in Twins. Arnold Schwarzenegger is actually strangely so charming in the scene where he loses virginity. It's very hard, choice of words, it's very hard for an actor to do that, I presume, you know, a grown man to be kind of awkward losing his virginity, and that scene is actually hilarious, but it's also very innocent and very sweet. That face he made when he found out there was no more Terminator sequels in the works. The car scene in this is absolutely hilarious. Arnold Schwarzenegger, again, he makes me laugh my arse off. To see Arnold Schwarzenegger driving across, supposedly he can't drive, this is the first time he's bloody driven, and a smile on his face that would make anyone laugh, the most hardened of people. Schwarzenegger is just absolutely uncontrollably hilarious and endearing in this scene. Twins has stood the test of time because it's a wonderful script. It really is a tight script. Schwarzenegger and Devito have amazing chemistry, as I said. And there is that idea of embracing difference, of, you know, someone's physically different, that what they have might help you in your life. They might have capabilities that can help you out. You have things that they can't do. They have things that you can't do. We're all, you know, in our own way. And no matter what the differences are, we can all do something the other can't. And I love that. That is really pushed in Twins. I don't think it's just a silly movie at its core. There is some real things going on, but it is a hilarious, out of control, wild road trip comedy full of joy in life that made me really smile when I watched it again. I just feel like that sweet charm has seen it through to this day, and people still remember it, and just the wonderful execution of this bizarre idea. What do you guys think of Twins? Why do you think it has stood the test of time? Do you agree with what I've said in this video? Let me know in the comments below. Please consider subscribing if you love reviews of retro movies, and there is another one on the screen now. Check it out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Go and watch Twins again. It's a classic. See you soon.